Since its conception in 1988, the Royal Rumble has been a yearly staple in the WWE, much like Survivor Series and even WrestleMania. It is my personal favorite pay-per-view of the year and has helped to establish the careers with such superstars as The Rock, John Cena, Stone Cold Steve Austin, and many more. But since it only comes around once a year and many stars get snubbed of that big Rumble win, here are the 10 best WWE wrestlers to never win the Royal Rumble. Starting out our list is the current Raw GM and hardcore legend, Mick Foley. Mick was never the technical mastermind in the ring, but he made up for it with an uncanny desire for jumping off very tall structures, and taking bumps only lunatics would dream of. Despite being a former WWE champion, tag team champion, and hardcore champion, jolly old Saint Mick has never won the Battle Royal, and even entered into the same Rumble 3 different times, as Cactus Jack, Mankind, and Dude Love. You ain't fooling anyone, Mick. The man who was taken from us way too early, and the inspiration for many small aspiring wrestlers, Eddie Guerrero was one of, if not the best in-ring workers in the history of the business, and was insanely over with the crowd. The former WWE champion was never over with management as much as he was with the crowd due to his size, and I guess that's why he was never given a big Rumble win by the higher-ups. But can you imagine the pop if he did win? Would have been enormous. Viva la razza, Eddie. A match that is basically set up for a man of his size. The Big Show has had many Final Four appearances and technically won the 2000 Royal Rumble on a botched elimination by The Rock. But that aside, it's a shame that the world's largest athlete has never won the match, as, like I said earlier, it kinda seems like it was built for him to win. Or maybe another person on this list. Even though the straight-edge superstar could still return to the WWE, a very slim chance though, the chances of CM Punk winning the Royal Rumble now are almost zero since his fallout with the company. His fallout may have erased him from the mind of WWE, but with the fans, and especially myself, he was the best in the world, and that wasn't just a catchphrase, that was a true statement. His matches with John Cena were all-time classics, and it's a shame that he didn't add a Royal Rumble win to his proverbial trophy case before exiting the wrestling world. The whole effing show may come as a surprise on this list for people to say he is one of the best of all time. But when you look back on it and think about how risky and dangerous he wrestled, the fact that he's even still going right now still amazes me. He's one of my favorites growing up. The guy just knew how to excite a crowd and make wrestling fun. I think it's a shame he never won the Rumble. And the guy is a former WWE champion. The man who once held the record for most eliminations in a single Rumble until the most popular man in the world, Roman Reigns, took it, and has the most eliminations in a Royal Rumble history ever. The Demon Kane is another superstar built for the Royal Rumble. Bringing chaos wherever he goes, he's the kind of superstar to eliminate everyone and dominate. And 2002 was almost his year until Stone Cold came along. But with that being said, he's still one of the best and most intimidating wrestlers of all time, and he should have really had his Royal Rumble moment. Now, he could still win this year's Rumble if you believe the dirt sheets, but chances are he won't win it anytime soon, and that's a damn shame, because Kurt Angle was absolutely fantastic in the ring and the best technical wrestler of all time. But unfortunately, he never needed the Rumble win to make him look credible, so he never won it. Being a former WWE champion, King of the Ring winner, and so much more, he's definitely one, if not the best superstar to never win the 30 superstar studded match. The Macho Man who will teach you how to be a man, and one of the most recognizable, larger-than-life superstars in the history of wrestling, the Macho Man Randy Savage is the man when it comes to understanding the business, and was a constant entertainer up until his tragic death in 2011. The former WWF champion Almost won it in 1993, only to be eliminated by Yokozuna. And it actually came as a shock to me when I remembered he never actually won. Truly a great. I don't care what anyone says. Chris Jericho is one of the best of all time, and I will continue to tell everyone that until the day I die. The man has evolved with every generation of wrestling and redefined his character on multiple occasions. He may still win this year's Rumble, but even if he doesn't, he will still be considered one of, if not the greatest of all time. Like the Big Show, the man from the French Alps seemed like a shoo-in to win at least one Royal Rumble. The gentle giant who was over 7'4" tall surely would never be eliminated from the Rumble, right? Missed by everyone, Andre deserves his place on this list and is a staple in the wrestling world, even today, with his very own yearly battle royal named after him. And those were the 10 best wrestlers to never win the Royal Rumble. Make sure you subscribe to the Wrestling Hub, not to miss anything in the world of wrestling. With that being said, make sure you like the video, and I'll see you guys later.